So I'm pretty sure that anyone who has Facebook gets the notifications about the missing children. And I'm pretty sure anyone who is African American notices that it's pretty much only African American or black children. So I think it's time to have a conversation because something's got to change somewhere. So, like I was saying, pretty much notice that it's pretty much only African American or black children. So that brings up the conversation of what could we do to change that. That brings up the conversation of what are we doing at home that could change what's happening to our children and in our communities just as well. I want to bring up a topic because it's kind of where it starts. Our black men, we need to uplift you a little more. I understand that this society is completely actually against you all, and it's been against you all for a while, but there are certain things that you can change and can control. For example, don't let your 8-year-old walk to the store by herself and you know this world is fucked up. A young lady, she needs to learn that this world is out to get her. Her being a black queen, they're going to always look to tear her down. They are. But you have to build that confidence in your child. You have to build that confidence in her mind for her to understand her value and her worth. I want to also talk about our young men and what we're putting in their minds as far as what they're worth just as well, because I think our black men have been torn down so much and put against the wall that they don't even understand how necessity that they are in our communities just as well. You're our warriors, you're our protectors, and we have to protect you all too. And I think that somewhere down the line, that message got broken up just with things that have happened in history. You being put in jail, torn away from families, all type of things that play a role in that. But I think it's time for us to take that power back, because at this point we're getting wiped out, and now they're really targeting our children. It was one thing that they were targeting, just our black men and tearing them away from the home. Now they're targeting black women. A lot of this stuff isn't on the news, so I really strongly urge everybody to get on the internet, look that stuff up, because what they're doing to us is envious, jealous, and hateful, and just pure fucking evil, honestly. It ain't shit but the devil. But it's time for us to take that power back, like I said, and find out the things we could do to change it, and find out what we could do amongst each other. And I talked about that the other day, about how we treat each other, about even just about how we address each other when we see each other on the street. If you look at somebody and you're looking like, hey, what's up, they gonna do the same thing to you. Everything is a cause to every reaction, and no one is gonna respond in a way that is negative if you don't give off that demeanor. Even if you haven't, and someone's just like that, I strongly encourage people, sometimes you just gotta stay positive, period. You can't always give in to negativity. You can't always go there with somebody, because at some point in time, you got to realize that your presence is needed in somebody's life. And especially you guys being young and African American, a lot of us have kids, and in this generation, it's important to teach them that they are important and that they're going to be our future generation. You guys got to think about it like, who's going to take care of us when we get old? You know what I'm saying? Because I know damn well anybody who represents Donald Trump is throwing us into the fucking ground immediately. It's just not going to work out. We got to educate ourselves more. We got to educate ourselves more, because at the end of the day, whether your kids pay bills or not, every day is new to you just like it's new to them. You know what I'm saying? We always have to look to learn. And that's actually in one of my poems, and I'm going to recite that one for you guys one day. But it comes down to the fact that if we want to see change, sometimes we got to start the change. I'll give you a good example. The other day I walked past this young lady, and she's mean mugging, just mad. And I looked at her, I said, hey, she what? Ready? Just ready. And I told her, I say, smile. And she bust up laughing. And I say, stop mean mugging. You too pretty for that. And she go, I can't. I'm going to work. I said, it's people out here who ain't got a job. You better appreciate that job. You know what I'm saying? Just something small like that. And I saw her again today, and she, hey, how you doing? Whole different demeanor. Things like that. Little things can make a big change. But the point I'm trying to make with today is, we got to make sure we stay in tune with our kids too. I know I said check on your loved ones. Check on them. Find out what's going on with them, especially these kids nowadays, because honestly, a lot of the times people don't acknowledge how they feel. They're people. They have feelings. And what you put in their mind, they're going to grow up with. That's how they're going to treat people. That's how they're going to treat themselves. You keep calling your kid a dumbass, a stupid ass, your motherfucking ass, talking like that, they going to feel like that about themselves. You have to uplift your children. You have to explain to them when they're wrong, why they are wrong. You have to help them understand why the choices that they make affect their lives. We don't do that no more. We so worried about partying and being fly. That's great that you can provide for your children. That is so awesome. But don't forget to help them understand also that when you provided them that, you had to work hard for that. And that if they want to do that for themselves and their children down the line, they have to do it for themselves as well. We have to find out mentally. Everybody keeps talking about mental illness. Mental illness is not being aware. Mental illness is not having the tools that you need because you weren't guided the proper way. You know, we have to really get in tune and help them understand that knowledge is power. Knowledge is forever going to equal power. And if y'all don't get that by now, y'all going to be behind in life. Our children are going to be behind in life. Let's uplift them. Let's help them understand that, yes, I'm your parent, but I'm here to guide you. I'm here to get you through this fucked up ass, racist ass, fucking narcissistic ass shit that's going on in this fucking world. Like, for real, guys, you got to think about it like, when we get old, who gonna take care of us? Because I know motherfuckers who represent Trump ain't finna do it. For real, they gonna put us in the ground. They already putting us in the ground. So we have to teach our children, just as well as ourselves, how to make change when change is needed. Compromise. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach your children, a motherfucker fuck with you get them back. No, a motherfucker fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, you stand your fucking ground. You be a man, you be a woman about what you doing. But it don't always gotta end in the most fucked up ass way. Teach your children how to solve problems. You know what I'm saying? Teach ourselves that just as well. It starts with us. Everything starts at home. No one is taught to just start killing motherfuckers. No. If you were grown up with that angry ass lifestyle and that fucked up ass mentality, then that's why they gonna act like that. You know, but at the end of the day, we gotta protect our children. We gotta protect ourselves, and we gotta look at each other as, you know what? I don't know that young lady, but that's my sister, and that's just what it comes down to. Like, we gotta stop looking at each other like we each other's enemy. That's been implanted in our head through history, and it has to stop. Like, what does it take to understand that if we can't communicate with each other just by walking down the street, that we're not gonna last? If we doing that to each other, that's why these white people, and I don't even want to say that because I'm mixed, you know what I'm saying? I'm white, black, and Mexican, but at the end of the day, it comes down to that. Some certain white people are racist. They just come down and they want to see us fail. And it's like everybody giving that to them. Stop giving that to them. They already got the system pent up against us. It's so many black people out here that have succeeded and have made something of themselves. Everybody can do that, but we got to stop. Number one, stop fucking killing each other. It does not have to be that way. Y'all got beef, stay the fuck away from each other. That's it. That's all. Everybody got to understand that you mean something in somebody's life, and I'm going to preach that until the day I fucking die, because I don't care how bad a beef is. I'm just not losing my life over somebody else being mad at me because I stepped on their shoe, because I cut them off in a lane, or they cut me off, or whatever the hell the case is. People need to understand that for every cause, there's a reaction, and there's going to be a response, period. But like I said, we can all change a lot of stuff that's happening, and it starts with our fucking attitudes. It starts with us protecting our children, protecting our men and our women. Everybody need protection. We got to work as a unit to get this done. So, you know, take the time and really talk to your kids, see how they feel. Don't just dismiss them because they young and you think they don't know nothing and they haven't gone through what you went through as a kid. That don't mean anything. What's going on in your mind and why you react the way you do, because that's the only way you can make a change. And I'm going to preach this until the day I freaking die. And I'm going to talk about all this type of stuff all the time. So, sorry, phone died on to the video. But, like I was saying is, you know, a lot of stuff starts at home. And we could be changed. We can change a lot of stuff with how we act, how we talk, how we really try to understand each other. And life isn't just about this is what it is and that's just it. It's not like that all the time. Change only comes when you see something wrong. And if you see something wrong, make a change so that, you know, the future can be better. That's just what it's about. It's about that. It's about the future. It's about us creating an atmosphere where they can feel safe and we can feel safe. Hell, you know, but everything takes time, and I get that. But start today, you know, look at yourself and really be like, you know, damn, let me really reflect how I act. Let me really reflect on how I'm raising my child or anything of that nature. You know, I'm never going to tell somebody how to parent their child. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm not saying how to discipline them or anything of that nature, because I believe in whoopings, okay? But I'm going to give you a good example about change. How many iPhones are there? It's a new iPhone coming out every couple weeks. You know why? Because they keep changing. They see something that they don't like or something that they can alter to make it better, and they keep changing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm wanting us to do, especially in the African American community, is come together. I don't know how many people got to tell y'all. I don't know how many protests it got to be. I don't know how many people got to die. But at this point, we just all going to be dead before the change come, because we ain't going to fucking be here. We are the most loudest culture. We are the most lit. We are the most creative. We are the most bold culture. And we can't work together for shit unless it's a damn basketball game. If basketball is your thing, cool, but it's more things that go into it. It's a reason why you're playing that ball. It's a reason why you have a dream to get away from where you're at. And once you reach that dream, I hope everybody accomplishes what they want in life, but you got to think about the stuff that's happening around you and how they can help somebody else later on in life. And let me interject something right quick. Somebody just messaged me and totally took what I was saying wrong. I am not telling anybody how to parent their child, but I'm never going to tell somebody how to parent their child, because every child is different. But all I'm saying is just be aware of getting to them, so don't take it like that. That's all I'm going to say on that subject. I'm not responding to that. But either way it go, like I was saying, you know, that's really all I can say on that subject. You guys are grown. Everybody's grown out there. I'm not telling people how to act, but I'm just pointing something out in the people's lives who I know that, you know, we can help other people. Because most of the people that I talk to and that's on my Snap and stuff, y'all some genuine ass, good ass people. And I just think that all of us have a voice that we could spread out throughout this world. Somebody don't want to listen to you, they ain't gonna listen to you. But the fact that you put the message out there is what matters. You never know who your message is gonna reach and whose life it's gonna change. And that sounded so country. But either way, you never know whose life you're gonna change or impact just by words, and I mean that. But you know, I think we can get better. We just gotta pull together, and I'm gonna push for that until the day I die, whether it happen or not, even if it's in little ways or big ways. You know, I pray for everybody, and anybody who watches this, I appreciate y'all taking the time to actually look, because I know my shit be long as fuck. But either way it go, let's just, you know, treat each other better, treat our communities better. Let's step up, men, women, all that. Let's make it better for better generations, you know, just like our ancestors did for us. Because what they did, man, even though it's not all the way there, we here and we can make change. We got a lot of power, we got a lot of attention, and that's how come they looking to bring us down, and we can't let them do it. And that's just what it comes down to. So I hope everybody have a blessed night. You know, if anything ever happen, you know, just try and remember, like, you know, I got stuff I gotta do. I can't deal with no bullshit. I got a family, I got kids, I got a wife, a girlfriend, sisters, brothers, all that type of stuff. Somebody who needs you, and that's the point. So let's do this for real. Last thing I want to put out there, because everybody's, I am no racist. I do not see color, but I will address issues in different communities with different races. Yes, I will. I am white, I am black, and I am Mexican, and who knows what the hell else. And a lot of people out there are mixed up and have something in their line too, because of everything that happened back in the day. So do not think that I am a racist. I am for all lives. But on this particular subject, yes, I address African American issues. So please don't feel insulted.